Continuing our coverage of illegal marijuana grows in Maine, Border Patrol and other law enforcement agencies believe there are as many as 250 illegal Chinese cannabis growing operations right here in our state, generating billions in revenue. Most are in homes or barns in rural Maine, making it a real challenge for police to locate them. CBS 13's Brad Rogers joins us live with how their electric bills may be the key to tracking them down, Brad.
That's right, Marissa. The Public Utilities Commission will soon consider a proposal to authorize CMP and other power companies to point law enforcement officers in the direction of illegal marijuana growing operations. Senator Susan Collins says the Chinese nationals being sent to illegally grow and process marijuana in Maine are likely being bankrolled by Chinese criminal organizations. To grow marijuana, they need high-intensity lamps, dehumidifiers, heaters, and fans to maximize plant growth. All things that use an unusually high amount of electricity.
If you see a house that's got $3,000 or $4,000 in electric bills, that's not normal. Let them notify law enforcement so they can go check on it.
Versant, the power company in central, northern, and down east Maine, is asking the Maine Public Utilities Commission to allow utilities to disclose customer information without their consent when the utility believes in good faith that a crime has been committed. In other words, when abnormally high amounts of electricity are being used at homes in rural Maine.
I think that would be of tremendous help to law enforcement in identifying these houses because their electric use goes sky high.
Would I like to see it personally? Yes. But does the Constitution and the Fourth Amendment allow that to occur? I believe that the power companies want to do the right thing, which would be let us know, but there is a constitutional issue.
PUC Chair Phil Bartlett told us he worries about officers raiding a farm or business that just so happens to use a lot of electricity.
It's a challenging situation to put utilities in. Customer information should be treated confidentially. I'm certainly going to weigh it seriously. I understand the motivation behind it, but you also have to consider what are the potential unintended consequences.
However, some fear without the help of utilities, illegal cannabis operations will continue to operate under the radar in Maine.
I do believe if there are more prosecutions of these cases, that would send a strong message to these transnational criminal organizations and act as a deterrent.
The PUC could vote on the proposal this month. Right now, police can ask for a court order to compel utilities to disclose a home using 3 or more times of the normal amount of electricity, but they would need evidence on a specific home to get that court order. And if they have that, they'd likely just get a search warrant. Marissa?
Brad, thank you.